Mike here from Bikes by Mike with another cycling related video. Today I'm reviewing the Wahoo Kickr Bike after 4 years and about 15,000 kilometers of use. I'll tell you what I like and dislike most about this indoor bike and whether it's a worthy purchase in 2025. Okay, let's get to it. In today's video, I'll start off by telling you why I decided to do yet another Kickr Bike review. I'll then talk about the 5 standout items that went into my decision on whether I'd recommend this bike once again. They are bike tilt and side-to-side movement, connectivity and ease of use, noise level, durability, and missing features. I'll wrap things up by telling you whether I'd still recommend the Kickr in the year 2025. I first reviewed this bike back in January 2022 after a solid year of heavy use. Then I did a deep dive into fixing that common creaky lower frame rail issue, a video I know helped a lot of you out. And more recently, I went through the full and official Wahoo maintenance routine. But here's the thing, after 4 years and over 15,000 kilometers ridden on the Kickr, I've learned a lot more about how it performs over the long run. So this isn't going to be an exhaustive spec-by-spec breakdown. Instead, I want to focus on 5 standout features and characteristics, the good and the not so good, that truly shape my opinion of the Kickr Bike today. And ultimately, I want to answer the big question. In 2025, is the Wahoo Kickr still a top-tier spin bike? Let's dive in. Alright, let's kick off with 2 features that really sets the Wahoo Kickr Bike apart from all the rest. The grade simulation tilt and the lateral side-to-side movement. It has this subtle but crucial side-to-side float that mimics how a bike moves under you when riding in real-world conditions. Now, I've read countless reviews and forum posts where people say this is just a nice-to-have, a gimmick, and not essential, but I totally disagree. For me, in 2025, this is a must-have for any premium indoor bike or smart trainer. I've owned those old-school, rock-solid, non-movable spin bikes. Remember this beast? I had one. Let me tell you, it was not comfortable. Any bike that feels bolted to the floor is not natural and not comfortable. Frankly, it's outdated tech in an era where the best companies are striving to make indoor riding more realistic and engaging. Then there's the grade tilt. The bike can tilt up to simulate a steep 20% climb and back down to a minus 15% descent. This isn't just for show, it's important for anyone who wants to train properly for varied terrain. Climbing on a real outdoor bike feels different than riding on the flats, even if you're putting out the exact same power. There are a number of biomechanical reasons for this, but the big one is that the upward tilt physically changes your riding position. It shifts your weight forward, alters your pedaling stroke, and recruits your glutes, quads, and calves to a larger degree. If your indoor bike doesn't tilt, it's simply not doing a good enough job of training you for real-world climbs. Next up is connectivity. You've got a constant stream of data, power, cadence, speed, sometimes even more, flowing from the bike to your training app. In my case, that's Rouvy. It has to work, and it has to work consistently well. And for the most part, the Kickr delivers. Connecting to Rouvy or Swift or Wahoo's own system app is straightforward and painless. My version, the original Kickr Bike version 1, doesn't even have the Wi-Fi connectivity found on the newer version 2. It relies on the ANT Plus and Bluetooth standards, which are less stable. Even so, I've rarely experienced connection issues. I can only imagine that the Wi-Fi version of the newest model runs near perfect. Mine isn't absolutely perfect, but it's close. The only issue I've encountered a few times is losing the ability to change gears. The shifter buttons just stopped responding. The fix is simple. Unplug the main power cord from the wall outlet, wait a few seconds, plug it back in, and voila, problem solved. Overall, by any smart trainer standard, the connectivity of this bike, even my older version 1, is extremely reliable. Let's talk about noise. This is an area where the Kickr Bike version 1 can be a bit vocal, especially at certain RPMs or power outputs where the flywheel generates a noticeable hum or whine. I covered this in my original review, and it's a common complaint made by others. Wahoo has made improvements. The version 2 is a bit quieter, and their newest and budget-focused model, the Kickr Bike Shift, is significantly better in this department. But for me, the noise isn't a huge issue for two reasons. One, I almost always ride with noise-canceling earbuds, so I don't hear any noise at all. And two, the massive fan I use to stay cool is honestly louder than the bike itself. So in my specific setup, it's a non-issue. That said, if you're in shared space or need near silent operation, there are quieter smart bikes and trainers on the market. Wahoo could make improvements here. Now, durability. This is where the Kickr Bike, in my experience, gets close to a perfect score. Yes, I've had to replace the right shifter twice. However, both times this was due to a known manufacturing defect in an early batch of shifters, not general wear and tear. And crucially, both replacements were handled efficiently under warranty at no cost to me. And yes, the lower frame rails are prone to creaking, so you need to keep them well greased to keep them silent. But that's an easy fix which I covered off in one of my earlier videos. Beyond that, nothing. Absolutely nothing on this bike has broken, failed, or worn out prematurely. And remember, we're talking about 15,000, maybe even 20,000 kilometers of heavy use. Even components I half expected to show signs of wear by now, like the belt drive and the bottom bracket, are still running as smoothly and quietly as the day I unboxed the bike. That's seriously impressive. So after all that praise, is there anything I really miss on the Kickr Bike? Well, yes, and I've kind of hinted at it already. It's something I've been wanting in an indoor smart bike for years, and that's a bike that truly replicates the full range of motion you experience outdoors. To make indoor riding more enjoyable and more comfortable over longer durations, I want a more natural cycling experience. There's a good reason why many cyclists can only stomach an hour or two on a static indoor trainer. It's hard, it's often uncomfortable, and a big part of that is because it feels nothing like riding outside. While the Kickr Bike is miles ahead of its competition with its grade simulation and side-to-side movement, it's still missing that crucial fore and aft movement. That subtle forward and backward shift you get, especially when climbing out of the saddle or even just shifting your weight, is so important for a realistic ride feel and for alleviating pressure points. Bike fitters know this all too well. I fully expect the next generation of the Kickr Bike to incorporate this. Wahoo already offers both side-to-side and fore and aft movement in their standalone Kickr Move Smart Trainer, so it seems like a natural progression to bring that full motion experience to their top-of-the-line indoor bike. And for me, it can't come too soon. So if doing it all over again, would I still buy the Kickr Bike today? Given the options available, my answer is yes, absolutely, but. And it's a pretty significant but. That's only if I was not willing to wait another year or two for the next wave of indoor bikes to hit the market. Here's why. Indoor cycling apps like Rouvy, Zwift, MyWhoosh, they've been improving by leaps and bounds year after year. The software side is moving very, very quickly. I haven't seen the same pace of innovation on the hardware side. The trainers, and especially indoor bikes, they have more room for improvement, especially in replicating that true outdoor feel. Personally, I'm not planning to upgrade my Kickr Bike until a new model is offered that incorporates that full range of motion functionality I just talked about. Lateral, grade simulation, and fore and aft movement. That, for me, will be the next big leap forward. So there you have it, my long-term take of the Wahoo Kickr Bike. It's been an incredibly reliable, feature-rich, and effective training partner. It's not perfect, but its strengths, particularly the dynamic movement and robust durability, still make it my top pick among all the indoor spin bikes available today. Let me know what you think of the Kickr Bike and what new features you'd like to see. Maybe Wahoo is watching. Now, if you're shopping for a Wahoo bike or any of their other products and you'd like to support this channel, please consider using my affiliate link, which you'll find in the video description below. This allows me to earn a small commission on the sale, and it costs you absolutely nothing. It's a great way to help keep Bikes by Mike rolling. And those of you that want to give the Rouvy app a try can get the first month free by using my Rouvy coupon code, also listed below. That's all I got for today, folks. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, as allow me to produce more content for all of you. See you next time. Happy rolling.